How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Dawn Draft League. This week, it is week 5, and we are facing off against the Philadelphia Flygons, piloted by Wits. So you can see the matchup on screen. What we've got Urshifu, Single Strikes, that's Dark Urshifu, Rillaboom, PZ, Lapras, Naganadel, Drifblim, Togetic, Serena, Indeedee, Flappin, BM. So, key threats here. Lapras, obviously very scary for a Colossal team. PZ, really not scared of that. Cole kind of stomps it. It can't do that much to Dragapult. I don't know if they probably wouldn't want to bring it into Urshifu. I've got plenty of answers to that. I'm not really scared of that. Naganadel, a little bit scary. Mostly if they... mostly if my opponent scarfs it, but I'll get into that later. Drifblim, potentially there could be some like side proc weakness policy stuff with Drifblim, which I need to look out for. So if I see Drifblim next to like Lapras or whatever, I maybe want to lead something to redirect that, because my opponent's been running a lot of Assault Vest Lapras with like Ice Shard, so I can see that being side proc policy. Same with Naganadel, that could be side proc policy as well. And then Togetic for redirection, that's going to be a bit annoying. I need to look out for that. Serena, I'm not too scared of. Same with Indeedee, really. And Flappin' and BM, I'm not too worried about these bottom four. What I'm expecting to see is probably something like Urshifu, Rillaboom, Lapras, Naganadel, Togetic, and I don't know, maybe Drifblim, maybe Indeedee to try and stop Trick Room or something. That's just my guess. So the team I'm bringing this week is this. We've got Coldberry, Dragapult. The reason I'm going Coldberry here is because if you think about what can stop my Dragapult from setting up Cole, the big one is probably like Scarf Urshifu, or like Sucker Punch Choice Band Urshifu, something like that. So I've got a Coldberry to stop that from going off. The other thing I was talking about, this is what I was talking about with Scarf Naganadel earlier. My opponent has run Scarf Naganadel in the past, and so I do need to be wary of that, but I have a backup plan for that, which I'll get into in a bit. Those are kind of the key things that stop my Dragapult setting up. So I've gone for Coldberry just because like Urshifu doesn't even need to be scarfed to Sucker Punch me to death. And Coldberry also helps against like a Rillaboom knockoff, maybe a PZ Dark Pulse if it's running it. And something like that. Cole, I've gone Physical Cole this week. Reason being, like I said earlier, my opponent's been running a lot of Assault Vest Lapras. In fact, I think they've only run Assault Vest Lapras. And Physical Cole does better against that. Does better against like a potential Assault Vest Rillaboom. It's a little less damage against Urshifu, admittedly, but it's more damage against PZ. Does better against Naganadel. Don't really care about Drifblim. Does more against Togetic. Like, I think Physical's just kind of slightly more solid this week. So the moveset here, Double Stab and High Horsepower. High Horsepower mostly just to hit Naganadel for super effective. Special Defense boosts are also nice against this team, because they've got a fair few special, like PZ, Lapras, Naganadel, Drifblim are all primarily special attackers. And then we've got Slowking. Slowking here is a Trick Room Sweeper. Well, not Trick Room Sweeper, but Trick Room setup and like general damage output. And also it's a secondary means of setting up Colossal. So what I was talking about earlier with my backup plan against Naganadel is if they are Scarf Naganadel, if I see Naganadel on Team Preview, I'm probably going to lead Butterfree Slowking and set up Trick Room. And that way I can bring Colossal in the back end and go for Bulldoze for my weakness policy setup. Instead of going for Surf. Because I think my opponent may well be trying to focus down on stopping Dragapult from setting me up, but may not have a plan against Bulldoze Slowking. Butterfree's pretty simple here. Sleep Powder, Rage Powder, Protect are all very standard. Focus Sash is also very standard. The reason I've gone for Hurricane this week is just because, like, Pollen Puff's useful, but at the same time, there's not a single flying resist on my opponent's team. Like, not even one. I was actually very strongly considering going for, like, what was I going to say? Going for, like, Life Orb Dragapult, just to abuse Max Airstream. But Lapras is kind of a bit too threatening for that, in my opinion. But yeah, there are no flying resists on this team. So Hurricane's just, like, super effective on Urshifu, super effective on Rillaboom, good damage on PZ, neutral on Lapras, neutral on Naganadel, neutral, super effective. I lose out on super effective damage on Indeedee, but I don't care. Still super effective on Flapple. I think it's generally just worth it, and it's more damage output. And then we've got Bulu. Bulu's an interesting one. I'm running a mixed Bulu this week. Literally only for Dazzling Gleam to hit Urshifu. So So I'm going for AV, because like I said, there's a lot of special Pokemon on this team. Think like PZ, Lapras, Naganadel less so, just because like why would I want to bring Builder on Naganadel? But potentially like Drifloon as well, it could take on. So I think Assault Vest is pretty handy here. And then Grass Stab obviously is largely to hit Lapras, flattens PZ. I've got Mega Horn, which takes out Rillaboom, can drop special attack on their special attackers, which is useful. I've got Rock Slide to hit Drifloon and Togetic, primarily. And then, yeah, like I said, Dazzling Gleam is exclusively to Urshifu, basically. And then lastly, I've got Raikou. I don't know if I'm going to... I can't see myself bringing Raikou this week. I could potentially bring it in, like, a fast mode. But I've gone for, like, heavy support on Raikou. It may seem odd to have Eerie Impulse and Snarl on the same set, but this is partially because I couldn't think of anything else to put on it, and partially because Eerie Impulse is super good, but if they leave Togetic next to Lapras or next to PZ or something, I could potentially use Snarl to get around the redirection, which I think is useful. So it doesn't use their special attack as quite as hard, but it's still a useful move to have, I think, in case there's a Togetic on the field. And then Volt Switch is just for repositioning, and then Protect is standard. So that is the team for this week. Like I said, the plans are, if I don't see Naganadel in team preview, I'm probably going to go Pot Cola, just start pressing buttons, and then I imagine it'll be like Butterfree and Bulu or Slowking Bulu or some combination thereof in the back, maybe Raikou. And if I do see Naganadel, I think I'm going to go Slowking, Butterfree, Cole, Bulu, and just go for a Trick Room mode. I can't really see myself deviating from those plans that much. I think those are kind of the main plans. I don't know if there's really much more to say here. I'm just waiting for my opponent to rock up now. I've been having some tech issues that they forgot to charge their Switch overnight. And the Switches, when they run out of battery, for some reason take absolutely ages to power back on again. So we will, hopefully it shouldn't be too much longer. Right, is there anything I didn't touch on there? Not really. I think that's it. I think I've kind of planned out a route for most of this, so I think I should be fine. I must say, this is one of the least confident matchups I have, largely just because there's so much variance in what my opponent could do. Like, they could go for Scarf Urshifu and try and just outspeed me. They could go for Banded Urshifu and just punch the hell out of me anyway. They could go for Policy Lapras. It could be Assault Vest Lapras. It could be Specs. It could be Scarf. It could be Life Orb on Naganadel. So there's just a lot of options to be careful for here. They could go Support Drifloon with Rillaboom. They could go for Weakness Policy Drifloon next to Lapras and go for Side Ice Shard or something. So yeah, there's just a lot to look out for, I think, is the issue this week. Okay, I have been given a code, so let's get going. They're just trading their ones now because they didn't trade their team ahead of time. I don't know why. Maybe they prepared it today. Okay, code is 14588 and set for double battle. Right. Are there any other like hidden secrets that I'm kind of worried about? Oh, we've already got a battle. Never mind. My opponent is here. Let me just switch over my my display. Okay, let's go to here. Right. Hit them with a good luck, have fun. What do they say in return? That's this team. Okay, audio. That was. Let's do this. Wits hits me with the U2. We'd love to see it. Clear some space. Where's my notepad? Here it is. Right. Oh, I forgot to prep my notepad. Crap. I'm gonna have a little layout I do on my notepad for this, but I did not do it. So, oops. Let's see. Mod. Ability. Item. And news. Has Wits not yet decided which team he wants to use? What is taking so long? Right. This is going to be time to get my notebook ready. Okay, there we go. We are good to go. What do we have? Let's have a look. Is there a Naganadel? There is a Naganadel. Okay. So I think I go for the... There's also the option for my opponent to go for Blimp, which I need to be careful of. So that's something to be wary of. I think, like I said, I see Naganadel. I go Slowking Butterfree here, and then bring Cold Bulu back end. Even DD is the last one. Although, who are they missing here? Who are they missing that I was expecting? They're missing... Wait, Rillaboom, no PT, Lapras, Naganadel, Drifblim, and... Oh wait, no, this is almost exactly what I said they'd bring. Never mind, I'm being daft. Yeah, this is kind of what I predicted though, so I'm okay with this. One second, let me just... I'm going to lock in these monsters, I just want to take some notes. Drifblim, we've got Lapras, we've got Ursh, we've got Naga, we've got Indeedee, and we've got Rilla. Okay. Slowking Butterfree, Bulu Cold. Yes. Okay, perfect. I think if they lead like Togetic Lapras into me here, then... Wait, did they bring Togetic? They didn't. They haven't got Togetic. That's super interesting. Ooh, that makes Raikou a lot more viable, actually. Maybe I should have considered bringing Raikou here. They do go Indeedee. Ah, Indeedee Naga stops me from going for my Trick Room route. That's an interesting lead. Okay. That's a good lead from my opponent. Don't like that. Although, I can just hit the Naganadel with Slowking here, can't I? Can I just Psychic the Naganadel and then Sleep Powder the... Or do I want to Rage Powder here? No, because they go for Expanding Force. I guess I don't want them doubling into Slowking is the problem. But I feel like they're probably Imprison here. Cause like, me wanting to set up Trick Room is so obvious that I could see Imprison being... Like, Imprison and switch out Naga. So part of me wants to actually just double into Indeedee this turn. I pressed the wrong buttons. I pressed all the wrong buttons. Okay, I have completely screwed this up. Ooh, that's a yikes. Okay. Okay, so it's identified that I want to go for the Trick Room route, which is a good spot there. Naga Protect. Yeah, I meant to double into DD. Is Imprison or just Expanding Force? Oh, they're just E-Force. Okay. Doesn't put Slowking below Sash. Yeah, I meant to double in DD there. Double in DD would have been really good. Or even Sleep in DD would have been nice. Ooh, Confusion is cool. Okay. Psychic hits Naga. Okay. So we've seen E-Force. And we know Naga's not Scarf. That's really good information, actually. Ooh, I could use that. Because it's got Protect. Do I want to max my Slowking here? No, that's daft. Because they probably just... They Sludge Bomb my Butterfree and Expanding Force again here, don't they? I don't really have a play against that. Do I? I'm going to Trick Room Protect here. Because I think they want to go for KOs. I guess if they double into Slowking here, I'm in trouble. Can I max Slowking? Okay, this game one is going messy. But we know they're not Scarf Naganadel, which is really good info. They just Draco me. Okay, I don't think this should kill. Hopefully this procs Citrus. No, it just kills me, okay. Problem is I now have nothing fast. Now you get to Beast Boost, that's probably... Oh, it's Speed Beast Boost, okay. And it's Life Orb, right. Good info, hit yourself. I could have just swung with Butterfree. I meant to double into Indeedee turn 1, that's really annoying. I think I could bring in Cold here, can't I? I'm not too scared of Naganadel. They have a switch into Max Quake here? No. They have Drift Blim, I guess. But I feel like they don't want to switch in Drift Blim here in case I go for a Rockfall. I'm going to Quake into the Naganadel here, and I'm just going to switch in. I'm just going to hard switch Bulu. Okay, I've put myself in a really bad spot here. Because I clicked the wrong buttons on turn 1. If I double into a DD turn 1, I think I'm okay. Or if I just press Trick Room on turn 1. I honestly do not know why they would just let me press Trick Room. So if I Trick Room there, I think I just win. Could also have gone for Max Slowking, which could have been good. No switch from my opponent. I'll get a Speed F boost on Cole. I'll get Rocks up next turn. If they Sludge Bomb into my Bulu here, I'm in trouble. They have Flamethrower. That shouldn't be too much. Yeah, that's fine. For a second I was like, have they Flamethrowered into my Colossal? Because that would be super nice of them. They do go E4, so that's not going to do very much. Yeah, it does nothing. Okay, Naganadel goes down, I get a Speed F boost. This is good. Okay, this is winnable. This is Flamethrower. Flamethrower and Draco. I guess the last piece is probably Sludge Bomb on Naga then. We've only seen Expanding Force in DD. But that's got to be Sash, right? Okay, +1 Speed F here is nice, because they don't really have that many physical attackers. I guess they could bring in Urshifu here, which could be a problem, but I have Gleam on Bulu exclusively for that purpose. And there's no way there is no way that Urshifu takes out my Cole from this range. So if they bring in Urshifu, I just go Rockfall into Indeedee and Gleam. They do bring Ursh. Okay. Operation Dazzling Gleam is a go. Volcalith and yeah, just Gleam here. Okay, double Ursh. If I can pick up a double KO here, I'm in really good shape. This turn is big, but I don't think they can KO my Colossal from this range, honestly. Like, Colossal's chunky. There's no way Colossal goes down to a double up here, because I've got +1 Speed F, they don't have terrain. They just Wicked Blow. Oh, that's doing nothing. Mystical Fire. Okay. That special attack drop could actually be relevant. That's hilarious. That special attack drop's relevant. What the fuck? Oh, that's so funny. I cannot believe that. Okay, I get my rocks up. Choose the last Pokemon here. Lapras, maybe? I don't think I mind too much of his Lapras. Because I've got Speed F boost on Bulu. I've got Butterfree to put things to sleep in the back end. It is Lap, okay. So it's going to be Max Lapras for sure. Does Urshifu detect here? Cole does have +1 Speed F, so it might live this, honestly. I'm just going to Volcalith the Lapras. I want damage on this thing. I'm just going to... I guess I could also Quake into the Urshifu so it goes down to Rocks next turn. That might be slightly more guaranteed, actually. I think I actually like that more. Now I'm going to Quake into Urshifu and go for a Gleam here. So I think this just means that Urshifu is guaranteed to go down. Or is it worth going... no, it's not worth going with Doma. I'm just going to Gleam. This means Urshifu is guaranteed to go down. Because they're going to max their Lapras, but even if they detect their Urshifu here, it's dead, and then I can bring in Butterfree, who is faster, Sleep Powder the Lapras, and just hit it with Woodhammer until it dies. I can just go Sleep Powder, Rage Powder, Rage Powder, Rage Powder, and keep pressing Woodhammer. I just go for a Wicked Blow. Okay, that's not going to do very much. Into Bulu. This makes me think that it probably is Scarf on this thing. A Gleam comes out, Urshifu goes down, so we could potentially get a Quake into Lapras here. I think Urshifu might be Scarf. Yeah, good. And they ignore Coal, perfect. So Bulu does go down here, but I can put this to sleep now. Bulu doesn't even go down. Are you kidding? Jesus Christ. That's only one bit effort. Lapras sucks. Lapras is a terrible Pokemon. Why does everyone use this? Let's get on for rocks there, but this also avoids setting off policy. Although it might be worth scouting for a policy at this point. Oh, that does no damage. Bulu's faster than Lapras as well. That's good. Slower than Bulu. I think the players would have a Protect. Because this just guarantees that I get... guarantees that I get bust free and safely. Okay. Lapras has an Ice Move. I'd guess by that damage output that's probably Freeze Dry. Does any, does What's have any reason to run Freeze Dry though? Like, what on my team would warrant a Freeze Dry? I guess Urshifu warrants Freeze Dry. That's true. If I brought Urshifu Water, then they'd want Freeze Dry for that. Okay. Cold Protect. Wood Hammer comes out. Tapu Bulu, you monster. Okay. That's so much. That's through Veil. Jesus. And they get Resonance. Okay. This'll do like 2 damage. Huge! That's hilariously weak. Okay, rocks. Yeah, now I just go Sleep Powder, Rock Slide. Okay. And I think I have... Do I have one more turn of rocks after this? I think I have one more turn of rocks. This is the last turn of their max. Okay, Rock Slide. And... Sleep Powder. I'm pressing the right button. Okay. I think that Urshifu's got to be Scarf, right? So that says to be DD's probably Sash, but then I don't know why they wouldn't go for Imprison on turn 1. I guess maybe they thought it was too obvious. I mean, Lapras has an Ice Move. I'm not going to write anything down because I haven't confirmed anything yet. Okay, Sleep Powder. As long as this isn't Lumberry, I think I'm fine. Even if it is Lumberry, I'm probably still fine, to be honest. Yeah, it's not. Okay. Ooh, Charty Berry. That's really interesting. Okay. I also reveal that I'm physical, which isn't the best. Okay, Charty Berry is very interesting. Grass. I think there's one more turn of rocks. Is there one more turn of rocks? Am I going mad? I mean, now just attack, don't I? Just go Rock Slide and... I guess Fire Punch is probably technically slightly better. Just for accuracy's sake. For information's sake, they haven't seen Max Flare yet, so maybe it is worth just going for a Rock Slide. Actually, Horsepower's probably the best bet. I know this is like marginal percentage differences, but I'm just going to, yeah, Hurricane and Rock Slide. Horsepower. Go Butterfree. Dude, Butterfree's actually so good. Let's go. Okay. Charty Berry Lapras is super interesting. Okay. There's game 1. I think we're quite according to plan. Although knowing that they're Charty Lapras, I think I can abuse that. I know they're Charty Lapras. I'll tell you what, not particularly. Yeah, why not? Okay. We know Charty Lapras. We know that they aren't Scarf Naganadel, which puts me in a really good spot. I think this turn I go Pulp Coal. Because Scarf Naganadel is the one thing I was scared of there, and confirming it's not Scarf is incredibly useful information. So this gives Pulp Coal to me. Pol, Cole. I never even Bulu again because Bulu is nuts. I think I want. I don't want Slowking or Raikou here. Sorry, Butterfree or Raikou. I really do like Raikou here, actually. Like, access to Aerial Pulse and Snarl against this team is so good. Yeah, I'm down with this. That Butterfree was so good last game, though. Actually, I only put something to sleep. It wasn't that good. I think I like bringing Raikou here. Okay, so I don't think my opponent has a way to stop me from setting up my Cole here with Pulp. I just don't see it. Okay, Charty Lapras is information. Okay, they do go Naga and DD again, but that's fine, because I think what I want to do here is I just go Surf and Quake into Naga. Because they don't have a Quake switch in. Or do I Quake into DD? What am I more scared of in the back end? No, I'm more scared of Naganadel in the back end. I don't really care about DD, do I? Does Volcalith kill Naganadel? No, I want to get an extra 200 rocks up after this. So I think it's probably safer for me to go Surf and Quake into there. I don't think they have... Like, they're not going to have back end Drift Bloom here, are they? Yeah, I'm just going to Surf, and I am going to Quake into the Naganadel. They stay in. So I think Naganadel's just cooked here. Oh, they could be Trick Room in DD, actually. If they set Trick Room here, that would be big smart. Although Spadef Boosted Cold is still useful. Allies. Ally switch Naganadel, no poison move, okay. Well, this is still fine, honestly. Ally switch. Because now they just waste their turn 1. Do they think I'd go after Indeedee there? I guess maybe they were expecting me to go after Indeedee to stop a Trick Room. Which, I'll be honest, I didn't actually consider. But I think even if they set Trick Room up here, if I get a Quake boost off on Naganadel, like, that's the biggest threat to Tapu Bulu gone. And Tapu Bulu under Trick Room is still fine. Cool, nice turn 1. Ally switch Naganadel. Weird. Weird ass sets. Draco Me 2 Flamethrower, Ally switch. Wait, they don't have Sludge Bomb. Oh, wait, shit. Bulu's free here. Bulu's big time freebie in this game. Okay, I mean, I'm just going to go Light Screen here. Like, what the hell's Naganadel going to do against me? I don't think I care about it. I'm just going to Volcalith Lapras and then Volcalith it again next turn. I don't care. I've got a Spadef boost and Light Screen. It's... They can Ally Switch if they want, but again, I don't really care if they Ally Switch. I guess worst case they max guard their Lapras, but then I just go for Rocks into Lapras again next turn. Like, there's no way they kill me through Light Screen and a Spadef boost. Like, not even close. Okay, they do max their Lapras. Pol live this hit. Like, Pol and Cole both easily live a hit here. Because I'm set up to heck on the special defense side. Yeah, there's the Charty Berry. I knew that was coming, but, I mean, this is still my best damage. And I get my rocks up, which is nice, and it means I can kill them next turn. Yoink. Yeah, they're dead next turn. That did a lot of damage. Jesus. Okay. And I get my Light Screen. Naga goes for Flamethrower into... Maybe trying to read a Bulu switch in? That did more damage to Naganadel than it did to me. And they Geyser, probably into Cole, but I will chunk this. Oh, easy living. And now I have a pretty free Volcalith darts. Okay. The amount of damage that does. Nuts. Yeah. This is looking relatively wrapped up here. I'm just going to darts the Naganadel and Volcalith the Lapras. Lapras can't take this hit. They're They don't max guard, so Lapras goes down, then I kill Naganadel with Dragon Darts. That's game. It is a 4v1, and I've got Light Screen and a completely set up Colossal and a completely healthy Dragapult and a completely healthy back end. Yeah. I will be impressed if Wits manages to win this one from here. Okay, dead Naga. Right. That's Ursh. I mean, I guess we get to confirm whether or not the Urshifu was Scarf. But yeah, this thing absolutely cannot beat my back end. My best play is just to guarantee I break a Sasha. I need to break a potential Sasha with Bulu. That's literally the only thing I need to do here. Fire Punch. This won't do very much damage. It's not Scarf. Okay, either that is slow and Scarf. Yeah, it's not Scarf. That tells me it's Sash, which means that this was the right play just to break it. Make it blow. They see my Colberry, but too little, too late. Volcless damage. Yeah, that's game. I could just be rude and preserve the 4-0 here, but there's no point. I'm just going to dot. I could switch Pult out into Bulu to avoid the Sucker Punch here, just to stop them from 4-0ing me. But sorry, just to make sure I 4-0 them, but that would be a bit rude. Okay, they don't even bother Sucker Punching. GG's. GG's. Okay, apparently Wits misclicked game 1, so join the club. What was he trying? I don't know where he misclicked. Where was the misclick? I don't know. I don't know where my opponent misclicked. Like, I misclicked turn 1 because I literally said I'm going to double into Indeedee, and then didn't double into Indeedee, like an idiot. But yeah, I mean, game 2 was a wash. Like, Indeedee Naganadel is not a good read into... sorry, not a good lead into Polk Hole. Like I said, they could have set Trick Room there, but I think I'd still be fine if they did. Would I? Because I could, what, Max Guard Darts or Max Guard Light Screen? But I've taken out the Naganadel, so I could have switched in my Bulu. I would have had my special defense boost on Cole, so I would have lived a hit. Bulu comes in free. I can Quake again into Naga. Oh, sorry, Quake again into Indeedee to take it out. Do I even needed to do that? No, I think I would have just let Pol go down, potentially. Or let something go down and brought in, like, Raikou and started going for Eerie Impulses. But yeah, I don't think... I think after that first Quake boost, I just don't think my opponent really had anything to get through Ursh. Unless they commit like all of their resources every turn to try to get through Ursh, to get through Colossal. Unless they commit all of their resources every turn to getting rid of it. In which case my Pokemon next to it just has a free setup. And like in that situation as well, given that Naganadel doesn't have a poison move, if they're setting up Rain with their Lapras, if I get Light Screen up, then Bulu just goes nuts. Yeah. I think, again, that was just a case of good prep. Okay, so what they're saying is... Oh, they had Psych up on Indeedee. Oh. Interesting. That's a cool tech. Why safety goggles? Oh, to get around bus-free sleep. And bus-free stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. It was Lum Urshifu. So I went Brick Break. No Protect, okay. Okay, so it was Weakness Policy, Drifblim with Ice Shard, Lapras. They had Sleep Talk on Lapras as well. Jesus. What is going on? I think that was my Drum Beating Rillaboom. No Grassy Kind on Rillaboom either. Jesus. What is happening? I'm so confused. They also had like Side Explosion on Drifblim. Stealing my tech from last week. How dare they? Yeah, Okay, apparently game 1 he accidentally clicked Resonance from Ice Shard instead of from Freeze Dry. But I may be, so it still wouldn't have killed. I mean, I think I still have that wrapped up, because like I planned for Bula going down there. So I think I'm still fine, but so their plan was to protect Psycup with Indeedee. Because they had stored power as well. So the plan was game 2, like ally switch Psycup, thinking I'd go after Naganadel. Thinking I'd go after the Indeedee. Honestly, I still don't think I'd be that scared of that. Would I? Maybe I would. Yeah, I think even if Buddha goes down on the turn that they resonance me, then I think I'm still fine, honestly. Anyway, yeah, if they'd got that Psych Up off in game 2, that could have potentially been a big problem. I like that tech. That is a very interesting tech. Although, I had a game in hand, which meant that I could have just gone for the same thing the turn after. Well, actually I couldn't. Well, actually no, the game after I would have had a different free setup, which would have been, I could have gone for Light Screen and Volcalith into Indeedee. Which would have worked, and the turn after gone for Surf and stuff. So I think if they reveal that tech, I think I have ways around it in game 3, so I think I'm still fine. But yeah, I think it was fine there. Like, maybe if they kill my Buddha, that game goes differently. Because they do have Sleep Talk on Lapras, but like if they Sleep Talk, they're just relying on luck there. Because they get they get Ice Shard my Butterfree, but then they're taking a Rock Slide. I don't think they'd kill my they might kill my Colossal through the +2 Speed F boost. In fact, they probably would, wouldn't they? Maybe they wouldn't. I don't know. Either way, yeah, I think I still just go for Sleep Powder Rock Slide. Their Sleep Talk is really interesting. Well, Wits apparently predicted every single one of my sets apart from Physical Colossal. But I still won, so that works. Clearly my sets were good. Okay, sorry, I feel like I've just been rambling a bit at the end of this video. So feel free to switch off. Well, actually, you've got the whole way through, you might as well not switch off now. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. As always, go check out Sierra. She's not actually been uploading her matches, which is interesting. I don't know why, but I'll link her YouTube and her Twitch in the description, so go check her out. Her and her mods have been running the league. Drop a sub to this channel as well if you've been enjoying the content. Like I said, Draft League match every week. 2 episodes of Rank Report every week as well. Battle videos. As always, I am accepting rental code submissions for those. So if you just DM me on Discord or post them in my Discord server, which is also linked in my description, I may use rental teams that you suggest on that series. Otherwise, that is all for me. for this one. I'm going to go watch the Pokemon Direct because it's currently 3 o'clock on Friday as of recording this. So I will see you all next time. I hope you guys have a good... I was going to say have a good weekend. I realise this will go out on Sunday evening, so maybe not. Yeah, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.